You're watching the Movie Dogs. We bark about the movies and nothing but the movies.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
During holiday travel, some people get delirious. Some get delayed. And some get Del Griffin.
American Light and Fixture, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
Neil Page got all three.
I was on my way home to spend a nice holiday with my family. Instead, I'm in a motel bed with a stranger.
So instead of Thanksgiving with his family, he's spending 3 days with the turkey.
Two happy clams just whistling down the road.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Tony family.
Paramount Pictures presents
Wilma!
Steve Martin,
You ever been to Hawaii?
Yeah.
You see Don Ho while you were there?
See the second show, that's the best one.
Is that right?
Yeah.
John Candy,
Why are you holding my hand?
Where's your other hand?
Between two pillows.
Those aren't pillows.
in a new film by John Hughes. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
See that Bears game last week? Yeah, hell of a game.
Hey everybody, so it is Thanksgiving time, so time for deviled eggs and ham and turkey and stuffing and all the things that we love that could kill us. And it's also time for family and togetherness and football, lots of football. It's a good time. But one of the things it's also time for is for the annual rewatching of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This movie is one of my absolute favorite movies. I love the performances. I mean, Steve Martin is like definitely the straight man, as they call it, in this, and very like irritated and annoyed by everything, and he's just trying to get home, and he's so frustrated because, of course, when you're traveling over the holidays, it's awful, and everybody knows how awful it is. John Candy is playing annoying as best as he can, but also endearing, which is a tough like duality to pull off, but he does it so well, of playing this like inherently nice, sweet guy who's also completely inconsiderate sometimes. Washes his socks and underwear in the sink while his buddy's in there in the shower, like takes his socks off on a plane to let his feet breathe, I guess. Just this stuff that you go, man, this dude is pretty ridiculous. But he's endearing too, and kind and sweet, and you can't help but love him because, of course, he's John Candy, and everybody loves John. So it to me it works, and it crescendos. You go through the entire film, kind of understanding why Steve Martin's upset and annoyed, but also going, hey, he's nice, but it keeps getting worse, and it just keeps going. As one of my favorite moments on the highway, and I love when they do this in movies, when they they're going in between the semis or whatever, freaking out, and for a second Steve Martin turns into a skeleton. It's ridiculous, but I love it. It's a thing that they did again, later in Home Alone 2 with Marv when he got shocked. But I miss that gag. Bring that back, Hollywood. Turn somebody into a skeleton for a second for effect. But it crescendos, goes through this where they lose everything. The car is melted, it's burnt, it's like everything's falling apart. They had to go on ride in the back of a truck. They had to ride on a train that had to bail out on. They had so much to go through it. And then, of course, when you get to the ending, the realization, John Candy's wife, and she died, and he's just stayed on the road to kind of avoid it. And he doesn't have anybody to go home to. Steve Martin realizing, the nice thing to do would be to bring him home. And it's just so sweet. You get to the end and you just, it's so sappy, but it's it totally hits the importance of involving other people and thinking of other people, especially around the holidays. And it just, it's a beautiful movie. And honestly, it's crazy because as many movies as John Candy's been in, and movies that were more rambunctious or more wild and crazy or whatever, whether it's Uncle Buck or whether it was, Summer Rental or, Spaceballs or any of his other movies. This one's my favorite, as far as him, because it feels the most, I don't know, it feels weirdly not John and John at the same time. But it's such a sweet, endearing movie, and the ending is so sappy and awesome that I have to watch it every year. It is a must-watch Thanksgiving film for me. So it gets all the glasses of Lagavulin, and easily my number one Thanksgiving film. The only shout-out I'll give to another movie that I consider a Thanksgiving film, even though it makes no sense to a lot of people, to me, Nightmare Before Christmas. Because Nightmare Before Christmas feels like a Halloween film, but also feels like a Christmas film. And to me, it's the perfect after Thanksgiving's over, right after Thanksgiving's over. I watch this usually late at night before I go to bed or the next morning. So Nightmare Before Christmas is my sleeper, middle of the holidays film. But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is amazing. If you haven't seen it, and please, for the love of God, why are you watching? Why are you watching this or listening to this if you haven't seen it? I spoiled so much. But even if you do know the plot, go and see it. Watch it. It's amazing. It's great. You should have it in your rotation. And check out I Like Me on Amazon Prime if you want a little deep dive into John Candy. It'll break your heart. You'll cry, but you'll love it. So, so that's all I got. Enjoy the stuffing. Enjoy the turkey. I appreciate you all. Any of you that listen to me, I don't know why you do, but you do, and I love you for that. So, hugs. I appreciate it. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.